Hey guys, if you lose your erections because you're overthinking during sex, this is the video for you. I'm going to show you how these guys turned overthinking into a superpower, one that helped them get hard every time and actually enjoy sex instead of dreading it. And if they can do it, so can you. Because right now, it's probably doing the opposite. You're stuck in your head. You're trying to enjoy it, but all you can think is, am I doing this right? Am I hard enough? Is she disappointed? And all that mental pressure shuts your body down and it makes everything worse. Now, you're not just frustrated. You're ashamed, you're worried, your partner's losing interest, or quietly wondering if it's her, and you start avoiding sex or pushing through it with pressure instead of presence. And the one thing that's supposed to bring you closer starts driving a wedge between you. But here's the good news. You're not broken. You're just overwhelmed. And we're going to help you think differently so that your body can respond differently. In this video, you're going to learn 3 steps to turn your brain from the biggest obstacle into your greatest asset. So step 1 is to plan before the moment. So overthinkers try to figure everything out in real time. This works great for something like chess, but not so much for sex. Because in that moment, your thoughts are flying, your body's on high alert, and your partner's waiting. And now your brain's trying to solve a puzzle it didn't prepare for. So that's why so many guys get stuck in their head. They're walking into the bedroom blind. So use your overthinking to your advantage. Just do it before the moment and ask yourself, what would actually make sex more relaxed, more playful, and low pressure? Because pressure, that's the real enemy of pleasure. So maybe you realize that you need to move slower. Maybe you want to ask your partner for more feedback. Maybe you realize you want to set a different tone, something more fun or flirty or light. This isn't choreography. You're not mapping out a dance. You're creating a situation where your nervous system already knows what's coming. And because one of the biggest reasons that you're overthinking in the moment is that you don't have a plan. It's like getting dropped in the middle of a foreign country where you don't speak the language, your phone doesn't work, and no one's told you how to get to your hotel. You'd feel anxious too. But if you had a map, even a simple one, you'd calm down quite a bit. Planning ahead won't guarantee the perfect night, but it makes it a hell of a lot easier to enjoy it. So step 2 is to reconnect with why you want to have sex in the first place. Not just because it feels good or I want to be close. Really get clear on what you're hoping for. Because when your brain is in problem-solving mode, it's not focused on connection, it's focused on survival. And your body doesn't respond to goals, it responds to the state of your mind. Think about it like this. If someone knocks on your door and you say, hey, come on in, they feel welcome. But if you just yell, come in, from across the house in panic, they're gonna hesitate. Nearly the same words, but it's a totally different energy behind it. And that's what your body responds to. So before sex, slow down and ask yourself, why do I want this? What would feel good about this experience, even if the sex doesn't go perfectly? You've probably asked yourself 100 times if you're going to stay hard, but have you ever asked yourself why you want to? If you're only doing it to avoid shame, of course your body's gonna stay tense. But if you're doing it because you want to feel close, playful, connected, your body has something it can say yes to. Step 3 is pre-handle your fear. So fear thrives on vagueness and avoidance. And the more you avoid thinking about what you're afraid of, the more power it has over you. So before the moment happens, ask yourself, what's the actual consequences that I'm afraid of if I lose my erection? And then ask, is that fear real or is it just familiar? Because chances are what you're afraid of is the same thing that you've been afraid of every time. That she'll be disappointed, that she'll leave, that you'll feel ashamed. But facing that fear ahead of time can actually shrink it fast. Because most of the time it's not actually true. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna be humiliated, except for the humiliation that you put on yourself. You're not gonna lose a chance at love. And when your fear doesn't have a stranglehold on your body, there's room for something else. Presence, pleasure, connection. And that's what makes sex better for overthinkers. Not trying to clear your head, but learning how to work with and use your mind instead of against it. If you're tired of thinking about your sex life all day and feeling gutted every time you go soft, let me help you change that. I'll figure out what's actually causing the problem and I will help you fix it fast. Most guys begin seeing stronger, more consistent erections in the very first month. If you want to learn more, there's a link in the description on how you can work with me. And I'll see you in the next video.